Going live, and there we are. Now we're officially live. Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? Mm, making sure we're properly hydrated. And get some coffee. Of course, water. The coffee is a joke. Hydration comes from the water. That's what you really need. Coffee might not have been a great joke, but it is first thing in the morning, so it always starts off slow. It ramps up, gets better as we go on. All right, so here we are. It's Thursday, November the 19th. Can you imagine that? 19 days into November already. Time is going by in a way that it's almost unbelievable, but we're getting there one day at a time. Weekend's coming up, so let's get to it. Let's get cracking, as they say. We'll do our stretches, head to toe, as always, right? There's not really any new ones in here, but we're trying to elevate a couple that we've done to try to get you a little bit more advanced. But remember, this is not a race, right? So if you try it and you're like, you know what, Chris, I'm not really at that advanced stage yet. I'm still on the first one. No problem, right? Because we have to do these in stages. Nobody hits the ground running. 7 billion people in the world. No two are the same. So let's do what's right for you. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to start with the neck. I'm going to start by bringing the neck down. So remember, when we bring the neck down, we're not pulling the chin in and snapping that neck. We're letting the chin come forward with the forehead. So now we're pulling on the levator spinae muscles, which run up the back of your neck. And we're stretching those out. That's all we're doing. Now we're not pushing our head down. We're getting here. We're relaxing. Right? Gravity will do the work. Now, to the side, same concept. We're not scrunching one side. We're letting the head drop and we're stretching this side. Okay, here we go. Nice deep breath, relaxing the stretch. Good. Up, other side. Nice. Oop, that one's a little bit tight on my side. I slept on that side last night. That's okay. That's happened. Right? Perfect. Good job. Nice. Now, got the sides done. We're going to shoot for the armpits. So we're going to do, in skateboarding, they have what's called the McTwist, which is like a front flip mixed with a side flip. And anyway, so you're doing kind of a McTwist version of this one. So we're going to go forward and aim that chin into the armpit. We can let gravity bring that head down. We relax. There we go. Good. Now other side. There we go. Remember to move slowly, guys, when we release out of these stretches. Good, just like that. Now remember, we're not snapping. We're relaxing into the stretch, and then we're coming out slowly. Right? We're letting those muscles contract back to their original position, nice and safely. Okay, so now we're going to work on the shoulders. We're going to do two things on the shoulders. One, we're going to do the shoulder rolls, which are always beneficial. Here we go. You ready? And let's go. So remember, big circles. All right? I know the hands. You never know what to do with the hands. Do 5 big ones and go 5 the other way. And you're probably never going to look good doing this. That's okay. There are other poses that you can use for your Instagram feed, right? This one won't be one of them. That's all. That's all it is. Don't worry about it. All right, here we go. And this way. Good. Getting those kinks out. And you're going to feel probably some crackling, right? And you're also going to get some tingling sometimes because it's very much like a massage, right? Good. And 5. Good. Now, next exercise we're going to do, some of you, if you have shoulder impediments, you might not be able to do this. So be very aware of that, okay? You can try it, but if you hit an area where it either stops or it feels like it just won't go any further, because that does happen with certain joints, especially the shoulder, then you're going to stop there, okay? So here's what you're going to do. Stand straight, feet very even, shoulder width. palms out, right? And now what we're going to do is we're going to come up and we're going to reach. We're reaching out as we do this. Reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out. Good. And touch up at the top. Good. Hold it up there. Deep breath, relax. And back down. Good. So, if we're doing a chest opener as well as shoulder mobility, so if you have a shoulder impediment, you can still do the stretch, let's say to here, still reaching out and still opening that chest cavity, but you're just not going to go all the way up. And that's okay. You will get there eventually, so don't worry about it. All right, ready? Here we go. Do the second one of these. Palms out. Good. And we reach, and we're reaching out as we're going. We're stretching it out. We're getting the hands up at the top. So you're doing a big snow angel. And remember, guys, you want that back straight, okay? We don't want that back arched. The back straight. And back down. Very nice. Just like that. Excellent. You guys doing great. All right, we're going to work on our torso twists. Okay, so we're going to do some snake charmers. Now, guys, your hands, whatever they are, it's fine. What's important is that your elbows are up, right? So I'll show you. See, as my elbows come down, it pulls my shoulders forward and it rolls those shoulders, encouraging a imbalanced back. So we want a straight back like this. Good. Now, very calmly and slowly, we're going to turn to one side as far as we can go. Once you feel the stretching happening on either side of your body, that's where you're going to stop. And you're going to hold it and relax. Good. And back. Very good. Now the other way. Good. And back. Nice. Let's try another one, all right? Here we go. Go as far as we can go. Nice. And back. And as far as we can go this way. Remember, that's relative, right? What's important is that we're not turning the hips. You don't want to try to get as far as me, but bring your hips along with you because A, this is going to cause knee problems, but that's eliminating the point of what we're trying to do here, right? The idea is to turn yourself as much as you can without moving your hips. Right? So once you feel those hips want to get pulled, that's your spot. Okay, you stop there. Perfect. You guys are doing great. All right, we're already done the top half of the body. We're going to work on the lower back, lumbar regions, and then we're going to work our way down, and then we'll be done for the day. So we're doing great. Okay, so here we go. You know how this goes. Small bend in the knee to disengage the hamstrings, right? We're going to slide ourselves down along our legs, keeping that back straight, nice and supported. Good. From here, we release ourselves down. We don't drop. We control it. And we take a deep breath and relax here. Like that. We don't bounce. We don't push. We just let gravity pull us down. Put the hands on the knees, support the shoulders up, and then we come up. Good job. We'll do a second one of those. Right? So it's important that we do them right. Because you want to, A, support your lower back as you're coming up and down. But also, you don't want to push. The idea is not to push. You're not trying to go down and grab your toes. You're trying to relax and let your toes just chill out. All right, so here we go. Back straight. Good. Slight bend in the knees. There we go. Perfect. And we come down and relax and stretch them out. Very nice. Good. Perfect. And back up. Support the back. And up we go. You guys are doing great. Fantastic. All right. We're going to work on some hip flexion. Now, I would suggest we get up against the wall for this one. Then we're going to do some hamstrings. We're going to do some calves. We're going to do some ankles. All right. So for the hip, let's get up against something solid. Okay. So when you're up against, let's say, a wall or whatever it is, what you want to do, well, let's get one again. Do I go against the orange wall? Is that board a problem? I can't really see. So I can only see the camera. So, okay, here's what we're going to do. As we lift, we're going to lift our leg up. And this is where if you need a towel, you get a towel. Okay, guys? But the idea is to lift up and grab your leg and try to lift that knee up further. So we're not pulling the knee into us. We're pulling the knee upward, okay? So if you have an issue with that, then get the towel and wrap that underneath your knee, right? So you can do it this way, right? So again, we use the back for support because we're not showing off, right? Lean up against the wall. And the idea is to get that hip bent upward as much as you can. You get that hip flexion, right? Just like that. You don't have to hold it long, right? I mean, the stretch is a few seconds. Okay, ready? Here we go. Bring it up. All right, so you're still keeping your back straight, though. Good. Just like that. And just like that, guys, your hips are stretched out. Very easy. All right, now we're going to do some hamstrings. Ready? Again, this is one where you can do it up against the wall, right? Something like this if you want. Just make sure your toes not too high. If you have good balance, you can do it this way. If you want to challenge yourself, you're somewhere in between, have something high that you can hold on to, right? And challenge yourself this way. So, keys to this. Toe, right? So you're on your heel, the toe is pointed upward, not too extreme, right? Don't try to pull it up towards you because you're going to hurt your knee, okay? Back is straight. Essential that your back is straight, okay? Because that's going to pull in the top half of that hamstring. And then you're going to bend forward slightly till you feel the tension the entire length of the area. Like I said, if you need, you do this, right? Because the idea is you want to be able to relax that leg. So if you can't hold yourself up on one leg and relax the other one, you might need support, and that's okay. Right? But you relax that leg now. Good, and back up. Perfect. So here we go again. Toe up, back straight. Now as we bend, you're going to feel what's called a stretch reflex kick in, okay? So that leg is going to tense up. Because you have to remember, the leg doesn't know that you're trying to do a relaxing stretch. For all your leg, because your leg just is reactionary. Muscles and all this stuff, it's reactionary, right? So if you're on the edge of a cliff, right, it doesn't know. So it's going to do the same thing, right, and try to tighten to save you from falling. It might think you're falling. It has no idea what you're doing. So now we control that with our minds and we relax. Again, if you need to hold on so you don't have to be worried about falling, you do that. And then we relax. So you can let go of that knee, let go of that tension, keeping that back straight, and let the position do the stretch. You're doing great. All right, time for some calves. Ready? Here we go. So, again, very similar. You want to be in a nice stride, not so far that your heel is off the ground, because then you're going to have an Achilles tendon pain, and that's not going to be good, right? So a stride, but a comfortable stride. And as you get better, then you open it up, okay? And then you lean forward. Now you can do this up against the wall. You can do this holding on to something, whatever you want. Just make sure that when you hold on to something, that it's high enough. If you look at my back, what I don't want is I don't want to have to reach for something that's too far, and then I'm bending my back. Or too low, and then I'm bending my back. It's close, it's high, right? So it's something like this, within arm's reach. So you can keep that back supported and upright. Good, and when you stretch those calves out, right, there we go. And remember, we relax, right? So the calf's going to do the same thing. It's going to tense up. As the calf tenses up, deep breath. Relax that stretch reflex. There we go. Good. That's doing great. All right. You want to do one more of those? Those feel good, eh? The calf stretches? All right, let's do one more. You're going to notice you a little bit deeper now. You ready? Here we go. Good. Very good. Guys, make sure your toes are pointed in the right direction, by the way. Okay, make sure that the toes aren't pointed outward. So if I'm coming forward, you see that back toe is pointed forward, right? You don't want it turned outward as you're leaning forward, because now you're getting tension on the hip, you're getting tension on the knee. Alignment is key, guys. All right. And here we go. Doing the other side. Fantastic. Good job. All right, so final one we're going to do are the ankle circles. We're going to do a closed chain ankle circle. So in other words, your toe is going to be pinned on the ground. I'm going to start making circles. Big circles, guys. Don't just wobble it around, right? Intent, concentrate, focus, make big circles. As big as you can make. All right, other directions, just do 5. And if they're squares, then they're squares. That's fine too, right? We do the best that we can, but we have to focus, right? Sometimes we tend to we say to ourselves, well, I'm trying, right? No, trying requires focus, right? I hate to be hard, but listen, that's what I have to do. I'm a trainer. You got to focus. You got to get in there, think about what you're doing, connect with your body, say, okay, let's go, body. You're going to do what I tell you now. Right? And we're going to do circles. That's what we're going to do. And that's why you go slow. To go fast is going to make your body a lot harder for it to focus on what it's doing. So you go slow with intent, and then you'll pick up speed as you get better. Perfect. So that's it. We're done. Head to toe, guys. You did great. Record time, I think. So listen, a couple of things before we go. First of all, if you have any areas that you're suffering from, maybe got some joint pain, maybe you're checking out some of these stretches, like there's no way I can do those stretches, or Chris, I tried that stretch, I got a little bit of a pain in one of my hips or whatever it is, reach out to us, right? We build custom programs for people like you, so don't worry about it, right? Just reach out, let us know. Or if there's a stretch that you want to try and say, Chris, I'm having a lot of tension in this part of my body, do you have any advice? Let us know, and we'll introduce the stretch into our little programs here for you, all right? So there's lots of ways to communicate. Subscribe to the channel because that's important, right? We send out emails to clients to let them know that the videos are live. But if you subscribe, you get the alert right away. You don't have to get inboxed every single day with spam emails, right? Just subscribe. A little bell there. You'll get a notification. You know when we're live. It's 9 o'clock every day. So very easy to remember. And with that, guys, go outside. Enjoy the day. It was freezing yesterday. It's cold today too, but not quite as bad. So get out there and enjoy it before it rains. All right. And we will see you back here tomorrow on Friday. A little bit more advanced level stretches. And it's awkward sign off time. Bye, everybody.